Hi everyone, Andrea here with Crafts on the Move. Really excited to be showing you the kit contents of the Happy Day card along with the video tutorial. The kit does not include the Steamboat Willie die set, which you will need to purchase in order to complete the card. This is a separate purchase. Here is the front of the package, and then this is the back, and you can see all the dies. The die set includes two heads, which are right here, one that faces left and one that faces right. There's also some accessories and then several different hand positions for the mice. Another die that's used in the card is the real color. This die has already been pre-cut, so your kit includes 3 white reels along with the little pieces to coordinate. And then another die used for the kit is the classic sentiments, and we have already cut the shadow and the sentiment for you, and that is also included in your kit. The first bag I'm going to go over contain some of the basic parts of the card, which include 3 A2 white panels, 3 A2 top fold card bases, and 3 A2 envelopes. Your kit also has another baggie labeled paper for die cutting, which includes the cardstock that you need to cut your Steamboat Willie. In that bag is a half A2 panel in truffle, an A2 panel of poppy, 2 A2 panels of raven, and 2 A2 panels of white. Your kit also has a small baggie of sentiment and the shadow. The last and final bag includes 3 of the reels cut out of white cardstock, 3 trimmed panels of Cascade, and then the little pieces that go on your reel cut out of Saffron, Celestial, Poppy, and Raven. And I cut extras out just in case you want to change up the colors. We're going to go over the basic tools that you need to assemble your card. Hopefully all your die cuts are already cut and you're ready to put together the card. You will need some type of adhesive. I will be using liquid and or my tape runner and 3D foam, which is not in this image. I will use that to pop up Mickey. I'm also going to use a pickup tool, my scissors, and a pair of tweezers. The next step is to start assembling the card. Now we are going to add the color cutouts to the reel, but before we start, there are 14 spots, but we're using 4 colors, and since 14 is not divisible by 4, there is going to be a difference in the rotation of colors here, and you can just pick however you want to add these colors to your reel. You can completely change it up, or you can do it exactly like the sample and then just pick whatever colors you want filled in right in this area, keeping in mind that Mickey's head is going to cover up some of it, so it will help break up any redundancy in color if you happen to have that happen on your reel. I put the poppy to the left of the number 2, and you're going to see there's little embossing lines, the shape of that little like chiclet or die cut that you're going to put right onto the reel. So you want to glue that in, and then I'm going to put yellow here. And they fit nice and snug in those little outlines. My reel is done. I'm going to set that aside, and now I'm going to do my sentiment. And I went ahead and already did the happy. What you're going to find is you're going to find 6 shadows for each word. And what I did was I cut it out for you twice so you don't have to use foam. and still get a little dimension. So you're going to glue 2 of the shadows together per word. So I'm doing day right now. So when you're done, you'll have 3 shadows for each word. Then I'm going to add the text to the shadow. And I'm just going to carefully add a little bit of glue by dotting it, dotting it on the back side. And then I'm going to take my tweezers, and you can start with the D or the A, Y, whichever you prefer to start with first. And then just center it as well as you can on your shadow. And now I'm going to do the D. And you can see I'm just adding, I'm going to even remove a little of the excess with my finger, and I'm going to put the D on the shadow. I'm going to set those aside, and then we're going to assemble the mouse. What you're going to want is the head, the body, the arm, his little shorts. You're going to need the white outline or white insert of the head. There is this little white piece here that was cut out. That's going to go behind the red. And then there's a little die that's red. And then you also need the 2 brown pieces that are his shoes. And what you'll do is assemble. The first thing you want to do is add this red piece behind the back of Mickey's head. That's where his mouth is going to be. Just adding a little bit of glue. And the curvature goes towards the chin. And now I'm going to put him upright, and his tongue is done. Now I'm going to glue the white face to the black head base, and this you're going to see there are some score lines to help you line this white piece up. I'm going to do that off camera, and I'll be right back. Hopefully your head is complete. See how easy that was? 3 pieces, and look how phenomenal that head looks. Now I am going to add the brown shoes to the bottom of the base of his body, which is in black. And there are outlines again on the base of where you need to line the brown shoes up. Zoomed in a little so you can have a better view of what we have for the pieces. Right now we have the head with the red die cut behind the head for his tongue, and then the white piece for his face. And then we also have the 2 brown die cuts for his shoes. Now I'm going to add the little white die cut behind his red shorts, and you're going to see there's 2 little lines, circle lines or oval lines. That is so that you know where to line up the holes for the buttons. And you're going to put the white piece behind the red shorts. So I'm just going to dab a little bit of glue right around. And this die should form with the curve of the shorts. All the details should have been added to your Mickey body, and now we are going to assemble the body together, and it's super easy. There is a small indentation or score line right down here where his head needs to get placed. All right, so you're going to see an indentation. There's a line right here where his head lines up. And then you are also going to put your shorts, and there's lines to help you line up the shorts. I'm going to take care of that, and then I'll be back. His head and shorts should be on the base now, and you should have the body. I had inadvertently cut the wrong hand out. This is the hand that you need, and this is the hand I had cut out, and you can see they're almost opposites of each other. What you're going to want to do is you're going to take this hand and put it behind Mickey. And I'm just going to put a little spot of glue on that center little oval piece. And I do want his fist slightly up by his cheek. So I'm just going to manipulate this so it looks just like that. And that is how I want my Mickey. Well, almost. I'm going to adjust. There we go. Now the Mickey is done. How easy was that? Right at this point, we're going to put the card together. I have my reel, my Mickey, my sentiments right here, the blue card panel, the white card panel, and my card base. What I'm going to do is I'm going to glue the reel to the blue piece here with some overhang, and then once this is glued on, I will trim this flush with the card. You can pop this up if you want. And I do have my reel a little bit closer to the top. You can do however you please. And now I'm going to just trim this excess flush with using some scissors. You can use your paper trimmer. There is my decorated card base. Or excuse me, card panel. I'm gonna go ahead and just line that up. I'm gonna put foam behind Mickey, and then I'm gonna attach him to my card. And then I'll glue the sentiment down. I have added the foam to the back of Mickey. This is what he looks like on the back. I'm going to place him on my card. I'm happy there, and then I'm going to glue the sentiment on. And if you want to pop it up even more, you can. Just adding a little dab of glue. Putting the sentiment slightly at an angle, like such. Now I'm going to glue this panel to my card panel, and then this whole piece will get glued to the card base. I have now added my blue decorative panel to my A2 white card panel, and now I'm going to use tape runner on the back side and glue this to my card base. And you just want to make sure that your card fold is upright. And the card is done. And now I have my card completed, and hopefully you have your 3 completed as well. Thank you for joining me and crafting along. I hope your recipients love their cards, and don't forget to follow us on Facebook or Instagram and sign up for our email subscription if you aren't already a subscriber.